Welcome again to another Let's Play. It's going to be a DOS game, the Zargon trilogy. Let me just boot up the game first. I have a bunch of things to talk about this game. It is one of the weirdest games for the DOS that I have, and it will probably stay weird unless something even stranger comes up, but that's highly unlikely. So yeah, there's 3 episodes with the Zargon trilogy. We're going to start with the first one, Beyond Reality. And I already configured all this, it's perfectly fine. Let's enter Zargon. It's a platform game, well, sort of an adventure game, but platform game, and not really RPG elements, but there's a few things you can do to make it better, but more on that later. Let's get to the story. This is the story of Malvinius Haversham, trapped in a fantastic world of bizarre creatures and landscapes permeated by evil, ruled by the one known as Zargon. Malvinius' adventures begin on the completely normal planet of Earth, in the completely real forest of Madagascar, during an entirely ordinary research trip to explore the ruins of a newly discovered people called the Blue Builders. It's a bright, hot day in the forest. The sounds of insects were washed through the air, and I can barely read this. And the calls of exotic birds and unseen animals can be heard echoing through the trees. Mr. Haversham is an archaeologist. He travels to distant parts of the world to study the lives and behaviors of ancient peoples. The Blue Builders are named by their discoverers because they constructed a number of blue-colored structures whose significance has yet to be understood. And I'm sorry, I cannot read this text very well. It's either weird color or just tiny. Only the loudest shrieks of the loudest birds penetrate the silence of this ancient place. Deep inside one of the more interesting blue structures, Malvinius studies the minute inscriptions etched into the stone wall of what he believes to be some sort of burial marker. His figure is lit by the cool blue light of a single electric lantern. High above and around him, immense stone heads loom ominously with the faces of half-real and half-imaginary monsters. The faces are turned towards the large blue structure and appear to be studying Haversham's small, quiet work. It's quite an intro, but we'll get to the action soon. Haversham scratches all the tiny symbols in the wall, at the tiny symbols in the wall, trying to clear the mold and dust so that he might see them better. He is so involved in his work that he doesn't notice when the shift of his weight causes the long, thin slab of stone on which he stands to rock almost imperceptibly to a new position. As he strains to make out the characters, he scribbles his translations into a small brown notebook, occasionally stopping to refer to a large black notebook with the fruits of earlier research. A thin green gas begins seeping from thousands of tiny holes in the stone around the large diamond-shaped area covered with the symbols Haversham studies. It slowly fills the enclosed room, so slowly that no ordinary person would detect it. Haversham soon becomes hot? What? And he finds it difficult to focus on the symbols. I need a rest, he thinks to himself. He turns and sits against the stone wall, trying to clear his head of the strange buzzing sound that seems to have begun there. As he leans back, looking up at the nightmarish faces lit from below by his tiny bright light, he notices that the faces seem to be moving and shifting very slowly. The faces seem to be melting together. His head begins to feel heavy as he starts to lose touch with reality. Small lights appear in the air before him. The last thing Haversham sees is what appears to be the face of a great brown eagle coming toward him. Malvinius has just been taken to another world by the Blue Builders. What force is behind this? And where is Malvinius Haversham now? Prepare to embark on an unforgettable journey. That was a weird intro, but wait till you see the game. Let's start. You can only save on the world map, so I'll do that after every stage. This is the world map. I don't know what happened to me. I'm in a place like none I've ever seen before. I remember taking notes at the stone wall, then I began to feel dizzy. I remember sitting down to rest. After that it's all a blur. I need to find out where I am, what's happening to me. Perhaps I'm dreaming. Now we can finally start the more interesting part, the actual gameplay. Like I said, it's a platformer game. You can shoot lasers out of your crotch. Fascinating! Well, you can look up or down and you can jump. And that's it, really. No more actions. Well, two things. Enter brings up the inventory screen. You can either have lasers, or rocks, or fireballs. And gate keys you have to find to unlock doors on the world map. And 3 power objects. Each episode has 3 power objects you need to clear the game. And then there's B, which opens up a store, which you can buy health, laser, rapid fire, fireball, and invincibility by using emeralds we find along the way. You have infinite lives in this game, but if you die you have to start the whole stage over again, so be careful. The enemies in this game are beyond weird. Also note the really weird sound effects. I'm gonna be quiet for a bit so you can take this all in. The weirdness that is Zargon. And trust me, it will only get weirder from here on. Too late to turn back. I just turned back. Thankfully you can play this with a controller. I prefer that much over the keyboard. Let's read the hint. Laser bullets can be controlled after you fire them. Yeah, that's right. If you fire then push up or push down, you can control them. Sometimes presents have explosions, so don't open them too soon. Oh, I got hit. This game does not have a long invincibility frame, so be careful. Oh, go away. Oh, there. Nice. Needed that. If you want to jump from a rope, hold the jump button and then move left or right. If you just push left or right to drop down, it's confusing and needs some getting used to. Exit. You cannot miss anything. If there's an important object on the map, then you will not be allowed to exit. Yeah, can only be saved here. I know that. Not a notebook. I can't understand this place. I find it hard to believe it's even real. It must be a dream. Maybe I'm dreaming or in a coma. What if I'm dead? The vegetation and animals are bizarre. They're like something out of a fantasy. I have decided to record what is happening to me here in my notebook. If nothing else, it will name for interesting research if I wake up. Yeah. Bizarre would be the correct word, sir. Well, we can't go through there. We need a gate key. So let's look over here. Strange dimension. Rapid fire. Very nice. The best thing you can have in this game. How do you like that for a sound what an enemy makes? Oh, how weird. But oddly enough, there's even weirder stuff coming later. If you know this game, props. It's not very known. Oh shit. Although it's made by Epic Megagames, I think. Yeah, it's made by Epic Megagames. You should know that company. If you're a DOS gamer. Or were a DOS gamer. Or grew up with DOS. Kill the walking hands. Or claws. Oh, bees. Bees! And a key down there. That's a normal key. Shows up in an inventory down there. Oh. Love rapid fire. Another centipede. Get ready for some. Seriously, that's the weirdest enemy sound you can ever hear in a game, right? Exit time. The levels in the beginning are pretty short, but later on they get ridiculously long and hard. I've been here nearly 3 days now. Surely if this was a dream, I would have awoken by now. I've had several close calls. Those strange green creatures nearly had me a couple of times. I'm going to assume that this is real until I have a reason to believe otherwise, or else I may really be dead soon. I'm sorry I need to find objects of power. I'm sorry that I mess up the text so much. I don't like this font. Robot development planned. Now the game gets fun. Robots are pretty strong in this game. Oh. And the score glitched. Yep, look at my score. Only happens in episode 1, but I have like... How much do I have? 249 million points. What the hell? Oh, I shot down a robot. Those robots are terrible. Don't pick up hearts when you don't need them. Golden rule, really. Just lead them. You can always come back later. Oh, these things. They remind me of Duke Nukem. You know, the older games. Yeah, it's bugged. Oh, this game is known to be highly addictive. Epic Megagames cannot be held responsible for any of the following: sore wrists, anxiety attacks, blurred visions, loss of sleep. If you experience any of the above mentioned symptoms, you should immediately pick up the phone and give us a call. Okay. Oh shit. Fireball kills anything instantly. You only have 5. So, shit. Be careful with those. The first episode is pretty easy. This is a lift. Nyek. But the second and third episode... Oh shit. Second and third episode are pretty hard. Especially the last episode. The game gets ridiculously hard near the end. But that will be a while. Oh. Goodie room. Whenever you see a red cross with Zargon behind it, like there, down there, you know there's a secret around here. No, don't stand in enemies, that's bad for your health. Right, so, let's continue next video.